Welcome to Reality After Show. I'm Jonny Fairplay. We're talking Survivor. It's Australia v. the World, episode 5. This is season 1. There's got to be more of these. I'm not alone. I'm joined by sweet Logan, or as a lot of people know, Logan Johannisen. What's up?
Hi, baby.
So the people have already spoken. Sweet Logan. I mean, why did you not do a T-shirt?
Oh, I'm just not in that game. Like, I'm in marketing, but I'm not in that game. Like, I don't know. Should I be in it? Should we make T-shirts?
I feel a T-shirt is there. I feel all right. We're gonna get to the Shawnee of it all. A lot of people see Shawnee 2.0 here in you.
Yeah. Look, I totally get it. Like, I think where it came from, like, it stemmed from the fact that, like, a few interviews I had before my season, when I first applied back in 2017, I got pipped at the post by Shawnee. So basically, we both applied for the same season, and they picked Shawnee over me, which was fine. I was 21 at the time. I was a little baby girl. But when they called me back the next season, they basically asked me, like, do you know why you didn't get on? And I was like, I'm not 100% sure. And they're like, you were just too similar to someone that we had as a lock, basically. And it was Shawnee. But the thing with the TV shows, it's not about your personality per se. It's like I was coming on as a blonde-haired, green-eyed girl with an athlete husband. And as an archetype, you can't have two of those on the same tribe. So I didn't even come in as a backup. I was just cut. So me saying that up front, everyone's like, oh, she's trying to be Shawnee. And I was like, look, Shawnee's amazing. Love her. But I'm not Shawnee. No. I'm a bitch. Like, I know. Like, I'm not her at all. I'm not trying to emulate Shawnee. I'm not trying to do any of that. If anything, I'm looking at this season, I'm like, I'm Cass, baby girl. I'm Cass.
Whoa. So age 21, you've learned through life since then. So don't you feel like the timing was perfect that you didn't get on that first season versus, when going on Brains v. Brawn 2?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like 21, like I was a child, like mentally I was a child, but like, I mean, 6 months after that, I fell pregnant with my first kid. And then by the time I actually got on Survivor, I'd had 2 kids, a wedding. Like, I had grown so much as a person that I look back on where I was at 21. I'm like, I don't think I could have played the same game that I would have at 21 years old. Like, I don't think I could have done that. And I'm really, really glad that they looked at me and was like, yes, you'd kill it on reality TV, but you just need some time to stew, baby girl.
Like, yeah, no, look, Love Island was calling your name at 21.
I know. I'm like, can I go on these other shows? They're all dating. I was like, I'm married, but fuck. Like, I mean, I'll come on, Jason, pretend we're not married for a bit, but like, I'll come on.
Yes. So, no, I was a child up until 45, or maybe still today. I don't know. It took the maturation process. It's definitely taken its time with me. So, but getting to the Shawnee of it all, if this is Shawnee's, let's say, next to last season, let's say she has
her last season. Let's be so for real. I think Shawnee's in it for the cash, baby. Yeah. Like, she's like, she loves the game, but she's in it for the cash. And like, they're not paying up. So.
Well, let's say this is her next last season. I think if this is her last season, this is a great way to go out. She's made 4 merges, as we find out later. She's clicked all the boxes. However, if she's got one more in her, I could imagine a scenario where you're there as well. Are you grabbing that crown, or this is the alliance that we've all been waiting for?
I don't think Shawnee and I would align. Like, I'm going to be so for real with myself, where like, I think there's been so many comparisons of myself and her, where people will look at me and like, they're the team, she's the team Shawnee. And I'm like, bitch, just give me my own flowers. Like, I didn't come on here to be the version of anyone else. Like, I came on here to be Logan. Like, I'm very much myself. But if I went on with Shawnee, I'm not sure that we'd get along. Like, I don't see it. I think that like, I need people that are really sure of the vote and just like kind of pussyfooting around the vote. Like, I feel like Shawnee's made merge. Like, she has her own credit. She's made merge a lot of the time because of her social connections, for sure. But I'm trying to look back on her previous history, and I'm not sure that there's anything that Shawnee's put forward herself. I think she's found herself in a really cozy position a lot of the time, and that's never been me. So I just don't think we'd get along. I think outside of the game, I think we'd be besties, but inside the game, I'm not sure that I'd work with Shawnee.
So if you voted her out, would you send her a Prada purse?
No, I mean, get your own, babes. I've got mine.
Oh,
Get your own.
shots fired. I think it would be cute. You send the video of the it's just like, hey, I sent this to Shawnee. She really needs it because I sent her home.
So she's been like begging for her Chanel purse, but I mean,
her Chanel purse. Sorry, yeah.
I've got my own like locked up in my cupboard, but like I work for mine. You work for yours, baby girl.
How has she not gotten a Chanel purse yet?
I think she's got a Chanel purse. Let's be real. She's got a Chanel purse. She's got her Gucci slides out there. She's got her own Chanel purse.
Okay. I was just like, what are you doing wrong, girl? I mean,
no. Look, Shawnee's done really well outside the game. She's got like all her media stuff and she's killing it. So she's doing super, super well. So I think it's a bit of a gag what I'm watching out there with her trying to get her Chanel. So Shawnee's got a Chanel. Let's be real, guys.
Okay, fair enough. All right. It's episode 5. Previously on Survivor. The Golden God went home. George went home. They're still getting airtime, and I'm for
it. Me too. I'm with you. I'm obsessed with George. I love him so much. I think I would hate him out there. I don't think we'd work well together. But as a person outside the game, I'm obsessed with Georgie. He's one of my favorite people, as is he one of yours. I know that. But yeah, this is crazy. Like we've got 2 guys left. What the heck happened?
What is happening in our world? It's funny because I talked to George yesterday, and he was like, "I got more airtime on episode 4 than I did my first 3."
Hang on, do the Aussie accent for me again. Give it to me again. Come on, Johnny.
No.
Come on.
Fair play.
Fair play.
Oh, Georgie. So yes. But it's funny because you say you wouldn't get along with George. So I went to Sydney, did a party, and then I went to Melbourne, and then George is like, he goes,
and he says Melbourne right. Is there everyone listening? He says Melbourne right.
I do. I say Toronto right. There's no T at the end.
There's no T in the end of Toronto. Melbourne.
Got it. So he's like, he goes, who did you like? And I was like, sweet Logan. He goes, really? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, you think? And I was like, yeah. And fast forward like 3 hours, you and AJ and George are like talking until 6 a.m.
Look, let's not out me. Come on.
And then, and I'm catching up on sleep from flight. And I wake up and goes, I love Logan. She's the best.
You know what? I think that's the thing. Like, there's a lot that you don't see on Survivor, but there's a reason that I've had a lot of social insulation. It's because I'm very good with social connections, and it's not just about me trying to like get my fingers in to be like, oh, we're going to work together kind of thing. I'm very good at building social connections that actually feel like I genuinely like you. And it's because I genuinely like most people. So yeah. I think the huge thing in Survivor is like you really have to genuinely like people or make them think that you genuinely like them to have that really strong social strength. If you get what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Also, I'm excusing you. It's really late my time, so I'm having a red wine.
Yeah, I'm doing a Mick Ultra. It's 9 a.m. It's real quick, like Karin, I was not a fan of on the show, and she was not a fan of me for every reason. And I leave Melbourne. I'm just like, I love Karin, and I think Karin likes me.
I think she does too. Karin's one that's really, really hard to read. So even out there, the reason that I kind of voted her out towards the end was because she wasn't giving me anything. I mean, I'd been with her since day one, and towards the end, she'd come up to me and she'd be like, shh, and then run away. And I was like, hang on. What did you just say? And she's like, nah, and would run away. And I was like, baby girl, I need more than that to put my faith in you at this point. We're at merge. We're at 10 people left. You can't be giving me whispers and then run away from me. So that's what Karen's like. She's someone that she really holds everything quite close. She's really, really private. And on the game of Survivor, that's really hard. Even though I've trusted her since day one, I got to a point where I was like, I can't trust this bitch.
Yeah, you got to continue to share.
I can't trust her. But she's one of my best friends now. Like, I literally was with her half an hour ago. She's one of my favorite people in the entire world. But out there, trust is something that's really, really hard to come by.
So this is something that I think a lot of people are asking. Why isn't Logan on Australian Survivor Redemption? Did you get the call, and did you have a scheduling conflict?
I did not get the call.
What?
No, I didn't get the call. From the whispers that I've heard, no one from my season got the call. So put any rumors to bed, any Brains versus Bronze too. I know there's been some whispers of AJ. Not true. Just put
I don't think he would do it, would he?
I don't think so. I mean, there's a lot of other outliers things happening in the world of Survivor. But no one from my season got a call. There was whispers of Kaz, there was whispers of AJ, there was whispers of Noonan. But I have a really solid relationship with most of those people, and we can confidently say that no one from Brains versus Bronze 2 got the call up. And from what I had heard, no one was supposed to get the call up. It was meant to be a newbie season. But I think with the replacement of JLP, from a marketing perspective, because I am in marketing, I understand that they needed some draw cards to pull the audience back in. And they picked 4 people that I love some of them, but I'm not sure that they would be my 4 draw cards to bring back for the viewers. Is that controversial? I don't know.
No, I'll allow 3 out of 4, but there's one I'm just like, this person is going to die.
Like, Johnny, is it the same person we're thinking? Am I thinking?
I think she's a dud.
Okay.
Just putting that out there.
We know that.
I feel like she was a dud on the challenge too. and if you can't be exciting on the challenge when it's literally alcohol fueled, then you're kind of really a dud.
John, the thing about the challenge is, like, it's so physical, but you're being plied alcohol the night before the thing, and it's like, and then go do the most physical thing. I can't get out of bed with a hangover. How the fuck are they doing these challenges?
Johnny O was even entertaining in the challenge and hooked up. Who had money on that?
I mean, like, they cancelled the Australian challenge after one season.
No, it was horrible. We watched and did the podcast about it, and I was just like, we didn't need this.
No, not at all. And it's really disappointing because the challenge is like, it's similar to Survivor in the way that it's like, it's been on for so many seasons, and it's left its mark, and it's so good that the fact that they should be able to replicate it in different franchises like they have with Survivor, but it's just not hit the mark.
No. So, well, it wasn't good. I mean, it was boring, and I mean, and you know, the U.S. challenge has its ups and downs, but you know, if it wasn't for the challenge, Johnny Bananas wouldn't have anything to do. You know,
he wouldn't have a career, would he? Though
24 out of 40 seasons.
Bananas would not have a career.
Yeah, so the second most famous Johnny of in reality TV history, Johnny Bananas.
The first I get to talk to. Praise be.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's get to this episode. There are 3 idols out there. The heavy hitters have been eliminated. All being boys. Whew. Yeah.
Coming early.
Parvati's like, what was the shoe thing? And Cerie's like, fuck the shoe thing. Why do you guys call out Parvati but vote my name?
That was the funniest thing that I watched tonight. I was like, I clocked that immediately. I'm like, yes. Why did that happen? They keep, like, Parvati has dodged twice at Tribal Council, being called out immediately, and she's been called out, and then Cerie's name is written. Sorry, what?
Yeah.
She's playing dodgeball out there, and Cerie's just getting hit with a stray ball. Like, what's happening?
It's crazy. So, well, everyone's like, it's 5 and 5. What do we think is going to happen? It's like, it's going to be a fucking merge. The fact that they didn't start as one tribe, I was shocked.
Yeah.
And that probably would have made for a better show if they had started just one, like it's Australia v the world, but you just start on one tribe. Who cares?
I also think as well, like when you've got v the world, like the Aussies are united by the fact that they're Aussies. Like you've got
and unless you're Sarah and Kirby is no longer in love with you.
you have the world tribe. It's like, well, you've got 3 Americans, and then you have the rest that are from different
the un-Americans is what I call them.
The un-Americans, so we're calling them. And like, does that unite them or does that unite them? Like, but you have 7 Aussies that are immediately united for being Aussies, but you've already got an immediate fracture on the world tribe, which is a really interesting dynamic to think about. And we see it play out where we've got Lisa, Cass, and Tommy already on this tribe sticking together as a 3. They've got Parvati and Suri as another 2, but they're sticking to as a 3 as an international. So that's something to think about where you're like, is this a good idea? I mean, I know that they pitched Australia versus the USA early on, and who blocked that? We don't know.
Who blocked it? His name sounds like Hef Post.
Yeah, it feels like someone blocked that and ruined everything. But to be fair, I'm really, really enjoying these other internationals that we're watching. I'm loving watching Kaz. I see a lot of myself in her as like kind of like, I'm not going to give myself big ups because men get themselves big ups. But she's a boss bitch. I love her. She's a sneaky boss bitch where like the spotlight isn't on her, but she's still getting some heat and she's still doing well. She's got an idol. She's doing well in challenges. I'm loving her. I'm on the cast train, like fully on it. Like I'm the conductor. I'm like, choo choo, let's go, motherfuckers.
But I feel like if you're Cass, you get twice the airtime. I mean, like literally half of Cass's airtime is showing her walk away from camp and looking back, and it's we get Flick's butt shot. Great.
We're getting the baddie edit, and I'm like, here for it. We're here for it. Clock that.
But if that's you, like literally twice the air. I mean, like we're getting the skirt shot, but we're getting it. We're getting the mouth moving. We're getting.
Yeah, I think it is
Chatty Logan, not. Here's Logan leaving the camp like that.
Yeah. I think it also is a little bit difficult with sort of the accents coming through. Is like, even I was chatting to Kirby tonight. She's like, I remember speaking to Tommy on when the merge tribe. She's like, I didn't understand a thing he was saying like in person. Yeah. And I was like, that must have been like actually quite challenging when you've got multiple people with like different strong accents with English as like not their first language to communicate with them. And if they're not saying like the right words, you'd be like, imagine someone says like, oh yeah, I'm trying to do this, blah, 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 but they say the wrong word because English isn't the first language.
Oh my God, they're racist. We got to get rid of them.
Shady bitch. Like, get rid of words. They're like, oh no, that's not what I meant. It's just the first language.
My mom's black. I'm not racist.
I'm like, I'm married to a black man. I swear. I swear. My husband's black. My kids are white passing, but I swear.
So yeah, now the accent. I think that I think the editors do see the choppiness of Cass's dialect, and they're just like, hey, excuse me, some people are going to have difficulty with this. Well, guess what? The same Americans had difficulty initially with Australia. We figured it out. So This isn't Australia versus the world, but kind of sort of this one. Just give it. We'll get it. We'll process through. We'll figure it out.
An accent? Do you struggle with us?
So I whatever Russell season was that Champions Contenders?
That was the season I was supposed to be on.
So that was the first season I watched, and I tapped out after 4 episodes. It was too I think it was Moana was a rough one for me.
Yeah.
And I was just and it just did like it was the same with Game of Thrones. When I first watched Game of Thrones, I was like 4 episodes in, and I'm just like, this just isn't hitting.
This is
like
your American privilege. This is your
American privilege. I agree. But but much like Game of Thrones, I did a rewatch, and then everything clicked, and it's just like I hear them just like I hear my kid.
Are you a subtitles guy? Is it subtitles are on?
That's the crazy thing. This is probably the only show I don't watch with subtitles.
Really?
Yeah, I watch everything with subtitles just because I'm loud, shockingly. I'm
Oh
so
my God,
loud.
really?
Yes, I'm so loud. My fiance is just like, oh my God, you're the loudest person ever. Everything you do is loud. You talk loud. You watch TV loud. You eat like everything. Well, I don't eat loud. Everything I do is loud. And she was just like, can we kick the volume down just a little bit? So I'm like, subtitles it is.
Yeah, I'm a subtitles girly for sure.
Yeah.
I've been struggling a little bit with some of the accents on there for sure, but I am generally, I think that's just a weird thing is like I'm watching like Poverty in between Kirby and Shawnee, and I'm like, okay, these are my girls, this is my Australian Survivor girlies, and then just having Poverty, like it is just like a mind-blowing thing. Like it's like two worlds colliding right now, and I know that's the whole sense of the game.
Yeah.
But it's as a fan, like I was someone who's like, I've watched Survivor since I was 7 years old when there wasn't an Australian Survivor.
Yeah.
I've grown up on US Survivor. So like these are like my people. I'm like, yes, I love these people. And then to see them like once I've grown into an adult and like gone into the production stage of the game and all this kind of stuff, and then seeing these people who have been on my screens who I'm obsessed with, then join in with the American. I'm like what in the multiverse is happening right now? Like, what the fuck? Is this the Marvel universe of Survivor? Like, I'm obsessed.
Well, it's crazy because like someone like me, like, people are like, if you were out there, I'm jumping to the, like, you can see right here, Findlestick. Fairplay is honorary Aussie. That's fact. Like I am turning my back not only on the US, I'm turning my back on the world. It's just like I'm getting the Aussie tribe logo tattooed on my arm.
It's not Aussie, it's Aussie.
Aussie. Okay.
Aussie. Yeah,
I'm getting the Aussie logo. I'm getting the Aussie logo.
There we go. That's it.
On my arm. So but by the same token, George goes out there. George's entire plan was to jump over to the Americans as soon as he got there.
Yeah, he just didn't get far enough, unfortunately.
So that's why if they had started as one tribe, this game is totally different.
Yeah, I'm super curious how George would have fared with like working with the Americans because he never got the chance to do that. So it would have been really, really interesting to see that. And I would have loved to see them just even if they did two tribes to mix it up. I would have loved to see like I know it's Oz v the world, but I would have loved to see a mix of both tribes or a schoolyard pick or something like that to mix it up and like just really enjoy seeing the Australians work with the Americans from the get-go, because it just felt really like the Americans were always going to stick together from the start. And it felt really strange to see them target the internationals. Like when Rob went out, my South African heart, like my husband's South African. I spoke to Rob and I was like, I am devo. Like I'm destroyed that you went out. I like his confessionals, excuse me. I'm going to give you a devil of a thrashing. Compliments of Africa. Oh, that's hot, baby. That's hot.
Don't come after the queen.
And he's gone first ep. Like, what do you mean?
Don't go after the queen.
To be fair, but look at this. She's been gone after in like 2 tribals and hasn't had her name like pulled out.
Literally written down.
This auction, she's literally counting down at Luke.
We're going to get to the counting down of it all.
And he was you could see it. He was so close to changing his mind. And I was like, the power this woman has, it's intoxicating. I couldn't, if she came out there with me and she told me to do something, I'd be like, yes, Pav, whatever you want, Pav. I'm at your feet, Pav, whatever you want. Like she's intoxicating and I'm obsessed.
I was the opposite out there with her.
Really?
Yeah, but I was later engaged and married. I was with an America's Next Top Model at that time.
Okay, hot slay. We love that.
Yeah, well, man, and so Parvati, she was just like, hey, let's go for a walk. And so she's walking in front, she's swinging that butt side. I was like, holy moly, I have never seen, like my top model wife don't do that. And so we get there and she's like, hey, what are you thinking? I'm just like, I feel like I got this at home. I'm good.
Yeah.
Like this isn't what I'm, because she knew like it's Jonny Fairplay. Like any other time that works. It did not, like that was just bad timing. And I'm just not interested. And we walked back and that butt did not shake at all. Like she walked like a dude walking back. And I'm like, whoa, what happened to the shaky thing? Remember when you
I know that I don't need it, but I kind of want it.
I mean, yeah.
I feel like
I thought she was hypnotizing me. It was like, you know, it was like the watch thing. I was like, okay, what are you thinking?
Vote with me.
Yeah.
Vote with me, Jonny.
Yeah.
Let's
So
go.
no, but you know, but I've seen it in action, and it's so crazy because like apparently Kirby has the same deal, but like once again, I feel like because everyone's just like, oh my god, if you ever met Kirby, you would. I'm just like, I've met her twice. Like I like her, but like if Kirby's not telling, because like the Golden God, like he was just like, hey, do you love me? And she's like, not really. And he's like, but I want you to love me. Like, you know, if I was just like, Kirby, do you love me? And she's like, you're all right. I'm like,
yeah.
I need more than all right.
I fear you're not Kirby's type.
I know.
Kirby's type.
Well, no, there is. Well, guess what? The Golden God isn't Kirby's type either. It didn't stop him from trying to be her.
Kirby has a charisma that I can't explain. Like as someone who, like, obviously I didn't play with Kirby, but we've become close friends sort of after our seasons.
Sure.
And when you meet people that have been on different seasons from you, you really, really understand why they were cast. Yeah. Because I like met Kirby and I really didn't understand the appeal of watching her. And like, not that I didn't enjoy her. It was like, didn't understand why people were sort of falling at her feet until I met her. And I was like, damn girl, you tell me anything, I'll do it.
Whoa.
I don't get it. I don't know. She has this charisma. And I feel like, not to toot my own home, but I feel like I sometimes can give off that same energy of that charismatic vibe that people will follow if I ask them to do something. But Kirby has it tenfold. She's very good at it, and I don't understand it. And I'm like, we're not into each other in that way. Kirby's into girls, and I'm into guys, and I'm not like, we're not the same. We're not hitting there. But she tells me to do something. I'm like, she's like, jump, and I'm like, how high, baby girl? How high?
I think it's the playing hard to get of it all. I think really works for her. It's just like, because you like, she is just such this big character that, you know, we saw on Titans v Rebels, and you're just like, oh my god. And then like when you meet her, it's like, hey, you're Kirby, and she's like, yeah. And it's just like, okay, so you know, let's be best friends. It's like, like, you know, my friend card's kind of filled up, but you know, get back to me. It's like, okay, so like, you know, 15 minutes or 28 minutes or like, I mean, just, you know, I'm just going to check in every 17 minutes and just see where we're at. And as I said, that's not me. Like, you know, I'm 51. Like my friend card is beyond
51, bitch. Yeah. What? Skincare routine. Give it to me.
It's called Botox, sweetheart. It's called Botox and Mick Ultras at 9 a.m.
This is me at 28, and I'm like, come on, fix this. Fix this.
Oh, you can go now. It's okay.
You can go.
So yeah. So all right, we're back. We're merging tomorrow.
Where are we?
Yeah, we're merging tomorrow. The International Alliance has a name, unlike anyone else other than the Power Bottoms on this season. They're the International Alliance.
Right. Got it.
But I refer to them as the
better alliance name. Oh, I don't want to call them the Internationals. That kind of feels racist in a way.
Well, I call them the Un-Americans. So
that's less racist, I would say.
I feel like you're on
less racist. I don't know.
You know, Czar Trump says you're going to pay my taxes. Are you excited about this?
Bruh, I've been booking my flights to America, and I was like, why is this shit so expensive? I don't even know.
Because you're paying our taxes. I don't think you're going to pay our taxes. All right. Well, guess what?
Like, please don't cancel me, Trump. I swear to God, you're fine.
It's going to be a war. Cass is worried about Parv, but willing to work with her for now. Well, guess what? Put up the smoke signals. You're in trouble. Cirie is down. Is so down to show her alliance to the internationals that she doesn't even like stuff from Australia, Logan.
Do you know what? So we had a viewing party tonight. So we had about 60 people in our room doing a little podcasting. And that line from Cirie, when I tell you it went down like a lead balloon, baby girl, you are on Australia versus world. Don't say that shit. We are backing you to the hills.
I know.
Against Australia, my darling, we love you. But if you say shit against Australia, it's not going to go down well.
Well, I don't feel she meant it, because we get a lot of Cirie. We've got it twice now in 5 episodes. I don't know what's going on. And I'm just like, yeah, you do.
Yeah, I'm curious where Suri is at the minute. I feel like I've seen her play before and it feels not, I feel like she's coasting, but she should be a bigger threat than she is, but because Parv is there, she's hiding behind Parv and no one's really targeting her except for the fact that she gets the votes.
She gets the most. There's just to be on par.
She's not actually a name that's actually thrown around legitimately.
Yeah.
It's just like she gets those extra votes. So I'm watching her game and I'm kind of understanding now why she doesn't win every time that she's played, because she's not playing a winner's game to me right now. She's kind of coasting and she's just supporting the big players. I don't know if that's like sacrilege to say or something, but
No,
I
I've always made the comparison because, people are just like, Shawnee is Parv, and I'm just like, no, Haley is Parv.
no, Shawnee is not Parv. Shawnee is not
Shawnee
Parv.
is Suri.
Yeah, Shawnee's a social play. Shawnee, and this is not meant to be against Shawnee in any sort of way, but Shawnee doesn't have the strategic gameplay that Parvati has. I feel like you're comparing apples and oranges there. They are queens in their own right of their own franchise, but they are very, very different players. Shawnee is a sweetheart with the one-liners that you love in confessionals, but when Shawnee doesn't have control of the game a lot of the time, whereas Parvati, on the other hand, she's got everyone eating out of the palm of her hand.
And I don't feel I feel Parvati is. I think she's done better on Australia v. the World, but like on Deal or Deal Island, I felt she was like 1 for 4 with her one-liners.
Yeah.
I felt like it was for one good one, there were 3 duds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the thing with like when you look at like TV production, it's like, yes, you can be great at the gameplay and you can smash the season, sorry. We're slurring with our wine, guys. I'm sorry.
Love it.
You can smash the season, but a big thing about TV and reality TV is what you do in your confessionals, and that's where you get the public to love you. And that's what Shawnee does really, really well. Is she smashes those confessionals, and that is why the Australian public, and now to an extent the US and the world wide, they do really, really love her because they think she's amazing and funny, and she's got these charismatic lines, which she does. But when you actually look at the gameplay side of it, she's not up there with the levels of Parvati. She's not.
No, she's sitting back and collecting information. I think that's what we're seeing Suri do on the other tribe. I think much like going into the season, this season is definitely is showcasing this is what these 2 ladies do, and they do better than anyone else. Like, would we have wanted more? Like, I'm glad Shawnee got credit for the George move, but other than the George and they were kind of sharing that move with Kirby, but I feel we doubled down that it's Shawnee's and that's good. I like that it's Shawnee's move. I think it's better for George. So, but Suri, I feel, is in that same situation where she's in on the moves, but she's not getting credit for the moves, but she's gathering information. And if I'm not mistaken, and I could be, I think Suri is sitting back going, I'm playing the second half of this game when I need to. And I don't like her threat level is behind a Rob, behind a Tony, behind a Parvati. Keep it right there until it needs to be somewhere else. And then it's just like, who is Parvati going to for all these ideas? Right here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she's her right-hand man, but you've got to think about it. This is a 16 game.
I know.
18-day game. Like, if you're not making moves from the get-go, baby girl, like, it's not like, what do you have to pitch at the end?
I know. Well, she's probably watched too much New Era Survivor, because if you've ever talked to any New Era season player, they're just like, you just need one big move for your resume. And I'm just like, motherfucker, I had 15.
No, you can't. And
I had every move but 2 in the entire game.
As someone who has sat on a jury and watched people talk about their moves and, I hid behind this and to do this, we don't respect that. No. We don't respect that. You voted us out of the game, and we would give anything to be in your place. And if you're telling us, I've sat back and I've just done this and done this, but I've done it all in secret and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I don't like the secret stuff. But
show me your outright fucking moves. Yeah. That's what I want to see. That's what the jury wants. And especially in a 16-day game, when it is, you have the best of the best here. You need to be showing your absolute best. So at this, I feel like this is a really, really pivotal point where you're right now at merge. If you're coasting right now, you're not winning the game. You're not winning. You are not winning.
If Cirie turns it on right now, we're good. But if not, I'm with you. Yeah. But I mean, but it has to be like, I want episode 6 to be the Cirie episode.
Yeah. If I get Cirie feeding me tomorrow night, I'm satiated. I'll be like, yes, perfect. Yeah. That's what I want from you, Girly Pop. That is what I want. But if it's still the same of everything of hiding behind Parv, then she's not a winner again. And that sucks because I would love to see Cirie take it out. But I just think hiding behind the big shields, and it's like what AJ said in the Brains versus Brawn finale, you've got to get to a point where you've got these shields up, but at some point you have to drop the shields.
Yeah.
And Parvati is a shield for Cirie, and she has to drop that shield at some point to take it out. And I'm scared for her that she's going to let Parvati be her shield until the end. And then she's not going to get her chance at it. And that makes me sad because I would really, really love Cirie to take it out. But I'm not sure that I can see it like with what I'm watching right now, I'm not sure I can see it happening.
No, I'm with you. And I consider one of the greatest games ever played by a U.S. player, other than myself, of course, but was Parvati on Heroes Villains using Russell as a meat shield. But he was a shield, but she was also owning moves in addition to that. And I see Cirie as playing that same game, but without that last little component of you have to own these moves as you're doing what you're doing. So as I said, episode 6, Cirie feeds, we're good. But
let's hope. Like I really want to see tomorrow night. Is it tomorrow night? What do we got? We're on Monday today. You're on Sunday night, aren't you? Or Monday morning.
We're Monday morning, yeah.
Tomorrow I want to see Cirie go all out. Like that's what I really want to see. I'm loving the international. Honestly, at the start, like I'm like patriotic as fuck. I was like, I've never been a patriotic person in my life. I feel like Americans are very like, woo, USA, and Australians are like, Australia, woo, let's go. We're a colonizer, colony, whatever. But like seeing that intro package, I was like, fuck yeah, let's go Australia. And then watching this, I'm like, why am I on the international side?
Oh my God, you're a turncoat. You're a turncoat.
I'm a turncoat. I'm watching them. I'm like, they're feeding me. I'm fed. I'm full. Like I'm enjoying this so much.
So, all right. Well, it's come on in, guys, or just come on in. Who's to say? Tony voted out last time. Wow, 2 boys left. They're losing their minds. And it's the Survivor auction, which is usually my favorite thing ever. Maybe not this one. We'll get to it. And also drop your buffs. We are merged. You guys don't do the stupid mergatory. Oh my God. What a waste of an episode in America. Stop it, Jeff.
Oh, they need to. Oh, do you know what? They just need to scale it back.
Yeah.
Like, listen to the fans. Like,
less is more.
Right? Like, I feel like every episode I watch of the new era Survivor US, there's twist upon twist upon twist to the point where my mind's boggled. I'm like, who's got what and what does that mean? And why does one tribal council have one person fucking voting? Like that's insane behavior. Insane. But I can't remember a time in Australian Survivor, and I'm sure there has been, but I can't remember a time where someone's like multiple people have lost their votes.
Oh, yeah, and never.
Your game is your vote. Why do I want to get decked out to an island to play a stupid game with people from another tribe that I don't know and then come back and have to pretend to my tribe that, oh, I played a game, but I didn't win anything, but I didn't lose anything, but I've lost my vote. Come on. This is bullshit, Survivor. I don't want to play that shit.
We don't like it. He's not fixing the game.
I'm swearing so much on this pod. I hope you don't mind, Johnny.
Oh, no. This is the swearing pod. You picked the right place. So, well, guess what? It's a 5-5 split. And at this point, I realize Parv is the narrator for our season.
She is.
I didn't know that until today.
Like 25 confessionals or something like that. I was checking the stats before. She's killing it. So, she's narrating the season. It's Parvati's season to lose, I would say, at this point.
Wow. So, well, Shawnee has made the merge 4 times. The only player to have done that, allegedly. I have not fact-checked this. I feel because like Boston
see it right now.
Sure. How many people have made the merge 4 times on Survivor?
Yeah, let me find it. Chat. Let's go. Hang on. What am I searching? How many people have? Well, I've got nailed on.
Made
Made
the merge four times in Survivor.
on Survivor
The TV show.
history 4 times. I'm going to say across all franchises.
Yes.
Do you know what? Chat's wrong a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So we're not going to trust this, but we'll see. Let's see what it says. Hang on. Thinking for a longer, better answer. Okay. I don't use ChatGPT much, so I really can't tell you how this thing works.
Fiddlestick says Ozzy has.
Okay, searching the web. What have we got, chat? Tell me. Look, AI is not my friend.
We're gonna get spoilers for season 50.
Okay, Ozzy has made 4 merge appearances according to chat. The only one person, according to ChatGPT, is only one person, Ozzy Luss. How do you say his last name? Luss?
He's just Ozzy from Survivor. His middle name is From. His last name is Survivor.
Oh, Ozzy Survivor.
And also Ozzy from his OnlyFans.
He's an OnlyFans guy?
Okay. Oh, yeah. And he's trisexual.
What is it? What the
He'll
fuck
try having sex with anyone that wants it. I'm not gonna out the people. I'm gonna out one of them. Okay. So we're at a party in Orlando, and it's Ozzy, a new era person who was male.
Question mark.
Who was male, and King George.
Okay, Georgie Boy made an appearance.
And King George makes the pitch. How about a 3-way dance?
Okay.
To which Ozzy is like, sure.
He's like, okay, immediately, yes.
And the new era male said, yes, minus you, George. You're not hot enough.
You got popped to the sub bench.
Yes.
Okay, so we're looking at Ozzy is the only person. I mean, yes. So now Shawnee is up there with the same league. I mean, snap for Shawnee. Love that for her. Go off, Queen. But yeah, I mean, it's huge to make it on. I mean, to go on Survivor 4 times is a huge feat to begin with, but to make it to merge 4 times is very impressive. But it also speaks to the fact of, are you threatening?
Yeah. Well,
merged 4 times. Where is your threat level?
Yeah. Well, Ozzy 0 chance of winning. Shawnee, I felt like, but I don't. So I had never seen Survivor before I was cast. So I went on eBay, I ordered every episode and I watched the show. And so casting was calling me. They're just like, hey, what season are you up to? I'm like, I'm on, season 2, season 3. And they're like, let us know when you get to Boston Rob. We really want you to play like Boston Rob. And I'm like, okay. So I get to Boston Rob and they're like,
I hate that.
Play like so they go, did you get to Boston Rob? I'm like, yeah. They're like, what do you think? And I'm like, that motherfucker didn't make the merge. You're asking me to play like a guy that didn't make the merge? This is the worst advice ever.
See, this is the thing with casting. It's just like, I feel like they cast half of the people they cast are people they really, really want to get to the end of the game to make it really interesting.
Sure.
And they cast half. They're like, you're going to make it really fun before like pre-merge. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fireworks. You don't know how to play the game. And it's going to be stupid fun to watch. And it's going to be engaging for people to watch. And then you're going to get to the really serious side of like the really strategic side. So when you're cast as someone who they think is not going to make to the merge, you're like, insulted. Yeah. Ouch.
Well, no, they felt that Boston Rob should have made the merge and should have won. And they're just like, we want you to play like Boston Rob, but better. And I was just like, so I'm still in the premise that they pick 3 or 4 people they want to win. They pick 3 people that they know are going to be early boots, and then they pick filler.
So I know for my season, there was 4 that were like early boots, and
Kent.
Yeah, obviously. So Kent, Nash, I think Ali. And I don't want to say it because I don't want it to come across rude, but I'm pretty sure it was Miles was meant to be an early boot. the way it came across in like casting and stuff. And he obviously did really, really well and proved them wrong, which I'm so proud of Miles for.
Yeah.
From what I've heard from casting is they had people that graded them. They were like, "You look, they'll make great TV, but they're going to piss everyone off, and they're going to be early boots, and then they're going to have the rest that are in the middle, and then the rest that are going to be towards the end." I actually, in my casting, I was like a shoe-in, but there was one casting director that was like, "Nah, don't like her at all. Like, didn't want me on there at all," and I had to bite tooth and nail to like prove her wrong. And I look where I came. Look how well I did. Like, I mean, I only came 8th, but like 8th out of 24 for 47 days, and I lost at 39. If I was on American Survivor, I would have fucking won. So,
well, and look at your airtime versus 7th, 6th, and 5th place,
bruh.
I mean, I'm just saying.
It's actually kind of embarrassing, not for those girls, but for the fact that they didn't know the game and they were cast, and like my confessional rates, those 3 combined that lasted longer than me, my confessional rates were higher than all 3 combined.
Yeah.
And that's because I know the game and I'm good at the game and I'm good at chatting and I'm good at TV and like all that kind of stuff. Whereas they came on and they're like, "What are we doing? Like, why are we here? We're on a little vacation." And I'm like, snap the fucking, like, lock in, girls. Like, let's play the game of Survivor.
Yeah. So I don't get how you can be like, I understand casting the fish out of water. Like, I like, you know, I don't want 10 of them, but I love the fish out of water.
Sorry, archetype. You're coming with me to get another wine, everyone.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, we're going on.
Let's go. We're going on a field trip, everyone.
Oh, wow. I brought my permission slip. I'm allowed to drink. So, cheers. But I love that casting, but you know, day 30, you ain't figured it out. I mean, you've been here for 30. What have you done with your 30 days that you're not like,
Jonny, imagine being me and like finally having like my chance at getting redemption at these boys, finally getting some girls together, and they're about to go to Rocks and they're like, "What are Rocks?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck, there's my chance gone."
Yeah.
And then it's like, Logan quit. And I was like, bitch, I didn't quit. These bitches didn't know how to play the game. Like, what am I supposed to do?
No, you can lead a horse to water, but so.
Exactly. I feel like we're so off topic, but that's how both our ADHD brains.
People are loving it. All right. So Lisa is crying. We're back at the auction. Lisa's crying because she really likes Survivor. And I'm like, "Oh, Lisa from episode 1 is back. Yay, we love that, Lisa." we haven't seen you in 3 episodes, girl. Welcome back.
She's got low confessional stats as well as Cass. Cass hasn't got much either, and neither does Tommy.
Well.
Yeah. So I do. To be fair, I really do like Tommy. I think he comes across as really sweet, but it's giving Kaylin vibes. It's giving sweet, like you love him, like you're like, "Oh, sweetheart," but
this was his coming out episode. I was really excited for him. Yeah,
this gay.
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like that mullet is sus. I'll be honest with you. All right, they start with $500 each. Tommy's excited. It's his first auction ever, so this should last a while. There's a scroll.
Americans are confused with the Monopoly money.
Yeah. So, do you guys have real money out there or no?
No, it's just Monopoly money. Okay. Yeah.
So in U.S. Survivor, Jeff said the reason we don't have the auction every year is because it requires 3 departments.
Right.
To do the auction. You have to have accounting to give you the actual money. And I'm just like, okay, well, can I help you right here? How about like, why do we need real money? Like,
just print it, babes. Print it.
Jeff Bucks.
Yeah, it's Jeff Bucks. You don't need actual money. For our season, we didn't have money, so I can't like contest to that. But yeah, we didn't have real money. Ours was a flip of the coin, and you either picked one or you didn't pick one. So we didn't actually get to bid on our season. So I can't relate. But looking back on the other seasons, when I see the money, it looks like real money. Okay. And I mean, Australian dollar isn't as strong as the US. So I'm sure that they could pull out a few $1,000s in cash and then just pop it back into the accounts.
No, you have to involve the accounting department. You have to the food and beverage department or whatever else, and then the art department to make the baskets to cover the items. And I'm just like,
yes.
Okay, well, how about the art department make the Jeff Bucks and the things, and we're good, and it's not that fucking big a deal. Please stop.
To be fair, so we know that Oz v the World was filmed on the back of Brains versus Brawns 2. So when we left, I think it was about a week or 10 days in between the start of filming. So everything
it was tight. It was tight because I made mention, I didn't out that person, and they may have outed themselves. You know what? We will give it was not Logan, by the way. I have a I have an autographed Logan picture. I will send to the person that can guess the person that did this. But when Jeff went out for Australia v the World, literally it was like hours in between from when they left. They were given George was given a map of both camps and where idols were found on both camps on Brave World 2.
I know who did that. If anyone watching live now and wants to comment on who they believe that would have been, I can confirm because
leave it in the don't leave in the comments here. Leave it on the comments on the YouTube when this is over. And oh Jesus,
they're already coming in.
Well, that didn't take long, did it?
I don't know what the protocol is on these shows. I'm like, do I say come tell us? But
anyway, hit me up on Instagram. I'll mail it to you, Herbert NG. We have a winner. It was.
I did. I personally gave a kiss to each of those photographs, guys. So
did you?
No.
I was about to say. I sorry, Herbert. You're gonna get a Kent instead. Sorry. And he touched his balls to each of these, so they're.
So we're gonna burn them.
I was there for the makeup, the apology between Kent and you and Melvin, and never heard an apology.
Not from Kent.
Nope. I didn't hear one from you.
What did I have to apologize
for? I know. He was just like,
I don't know.
Crazy. All of you were
the name of the game. If you're a 50-year-old man getting mad at a 27-year-old for voting out because you're a guy and you're like, grow the fuck up. I mean, come on.
No, it was literally all of you sitting together and then Kent. And I'm just like, oh. And
I did go up to him. To be fair, I went up to him and I said hi. And he literally looked at me and was like, and I was like, all right, grow the fuck up. Let's be real. It was a TV show. Calm down.
Well, no, he told me he wanted to apologize.
No, he didn't. He's a liar. Is he going to watch this? Sorry, Kent, you're a liar.
So, he said that, and then you're like, hey, and he was like, all right, and then I was just like, I don't want to eavesdrop, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna watch, and I was just like, oh yeah, there's no apology coming.
No, well, I saw him tonight actually. He was at the thing, and I did say hi, and we said our niceties and stuff. But he, at that one that you saw that you were there with, he didn't speak to any of us. I went up to him and I said, hey, are we all good? And he literally looked at me and was like, And I was like, so we're not good? All right. No, wait, babes, this was a year ago. Yeah. Like, it was a game. I mean, if you're going to take it to heart, grow the fuck up. I don't know.
Wow. All right. So, well, I mean, I was there. As I said, I was waiting for the apology. Just it was like, hey, he was like, Fairplay, can you help facilitate this? I was like, yes, sweet Logan.
Do you know what? I am sweet though. Like, I'm a sweet person. You know this, Johnny. Like, I am lovely to people. I get along with most people. But if you're an absolute F-wit, like, there we go. There's only so much I can give.
So, all right, well, you know what? I'm going to give away an autographed Kent thing. Leave in the comments. And then hit me up on my Instagram at Jonny Fairplay. What did Kent throw in the fire other than his game?
Are you asking me or are we asking?
No, do not give the answer. All right. So our first item up for auction is the scroll. Tommy's in $500. Luke is in $500. We're going to rocks. Luke wins. Tommy's like, holy shit. This have gone into my first auction ever. I am out in 12 seconds.
And with what it was, what would you have done? So the scroll says you have to send someone back to camp straight away. Yeah. What would you have done, Johnny? What would your thought process be there?
So I'm always under the impression that something really bad could also be really good.
Mm-hmm.
So
Vice and Parvati, Luke.
well, no, if I would like to work with Parvati, that's the move. I don't think he was.
No, see,
So
this is
I think he was just looking at the bad and was like, let me do the bad.
yeah. I think Luke was taking shots, but he used a grenade launcher. So I mean, it was a bit silly on his
Yeah,
behalf.
and she landed on a rainbow with pillows.
Literally. The producers were like, Pavi, my darling, here you go.
Would you like to potentially win Australia Be the World? Because
Do you need milk with those cookies, baby girl? We've got anything you need. I mean, if it was me, I'd be looking at this like, and I've done the auction, and there's a lot that sort of happens that doesn't get shown on TV because there is so much to go through, and it's not like it's a behind the scenes or anything. There's just too much to go through. So there's a point in Brains v Brawns 2 where I open up my thing and it's fish and chips, but it's gluten-free. And the only person on our entire tribe that's gluten-free is Kaylin. So immediately it says, I'm like, okay, this is Kaylin's. And my scroll says, you have to give this to another player, which is not aired on TV. And my brain was like, oh, Kaylin. But then I looked and Kaylin had a huge bowl of rice that he got given as his reward. But then I was like, oh, Paulie got a pickle. So I went to say Kaylin, but then I was like, oh, wait, Paulie only got a pickle. At least Kaylin's got a whole bowl of rice. So I kept going back and forth. And I was like, Jonathan, can they split it? Like, what the hell's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And so you're going back and forth. And when you have to make like a split-second decision, it is really, really difficult to take in every person's thing, like what's happened. And then I didn't even realize, going back and forth between those two boys, that Morgan got coconut. I've completely forgot about Morgan. So then she was mad at me.
So did the viewers.
Yeah. You said it, no,
Too
you said
soon?
it. But there's a lot that goes on when you have to make that sort of split-second decision of who to choose. But to be fair,
he had 5 seconds because she literally counted it down.
I only gave him 30 seconds with that slow kid countdown, which is what I do to my kids.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, 1, are you sure? Are you listening? Come on, think about the consequence. 2, let's be for real here. Come on. And like, she nearly got him. Like, that is the power of Parvati. She nearly got him on that. But I'm just really confused with Luke's decision there, because what I would have done, and this is a very different gameplay to Luke, is I'm looking at this as Tommy's just spent $500. He's got nothing. Yep. Auctions are notoriously cut short, and the chances of Tommy getting something without any money is like slim to none. So as someone who would want to be on the good side of everyone coming into, you've just merged. You merged 20 minutes ago. My thought process would be, Tommy's got no money left. He can't partake in this auction anymore. Tommy, baby boy, I want to work with you, but to be on equal sides with everyone, I'm going to send you back to camp because you've got nothing left to play with anymore. Yeah. To make it all even. No one hates me. We're all on a good side. We're feeling fine. Tommy comes back. He's got cookies. Maybe he shares them with me. Maybe he shares his clue, because it's all even. But now Parvati's out with a fucking gun out there being like, where the fuck's Luke?
Yeah.
Where is he?
Well, I'm always thinking, if it's really, really bad, it's probably not really, really bad, because that's the fuckery of Survivor, and that's why I love Survivor. So yeah. I'm with you. I'm with Tommy. You paid for the scroll. It's only right that you get it, and you leave camp.
Go, baby, go.
Yeah. So, but I think Tommy's the move.
I mean, I paid for it, but you want it. You get to go home, baby.
Yeah. So no, I think that's the move. And I think Tommy's looking for anything. He's like, we're getting Cookie Monster Part 2, Jericho and Luke Toki.
So do you know that I know Jericho quite well? So that's a little behind the scenes tea. So Jericho and I know each other before Survivor.
I met Jericho before I watched Survivor. He was at Hearts Reality, and he was like, "Oh my God, Jonny Fairplay!" And I patted him on the head like a little fan. Like, it was very nice to meet you, kid.
He's quite short. Jericho's quite short.
Yeah, and then that was it.
I'm only 5'7", but Jericho's shorter than me. But no, so the backstory is, very quickly, we'll get back on to Survivor. But Jericho and I were flight attendants together. So we did our ground school training together. So I've known Jericho since I was 18 years old, and we talked about Survivor while we're doing flight attendant training and all that kind of stuff. And then 2 years later, he goes on and he wins it. And I was like, that's my man. That's Jericho. But we haven't really spoken. So I knew him way before. And then he won Survivor. And then I came on and then he texted me. He's like, babes, you're on Survivor. And I was like, bestie, we both did it. We got there.
Anyway, so was he instrumental who got you the call to go on?
What do you mean?
Like, was there a Survivor that was just like, she would be great, you need to talk to her, or someone just saw you by way of the universe?
No, so I applied that year of 2017.
Oh, you just applied? Wow.
Yeah, I
never
just
applied.
You didn't apply?
I never seen. I watched 10 minutes of the first finale, and I'm like, these people are stupid. I would never do this. And then I was at a gas station, and the head of casting was like, "Oh my god."
Okay, rub it in my face.
I mean, I thought the universe would have sought you out, sweet Logan. Jeez.
No, but I think when I did apply, I was only 21. And for most reality TV programs in Australia, you have to be 21 for them. So by the first time I actually applied is the first time I was like able to get on sort of anything. So my name was kind of out there from the start. And I got a call the next year, and I got a call for Blood versus Water. They wanted me, my husband, because my husband plays AFL, which is sort of the NFL of Australia. They wanted us to come on for Blood versus Water. That didn't work out. I was pregnant and all that kind of stuff. And the last one I applied for was Brains versus Brawns 2. And I just had this feeling in the universe. I was like, yeah, I'm getting on this show. Like, I just knew straight away. But every time I spoke to production before then, they had always kind of said the same thing to me of like, you're made for reality TV. You're great at this. I don't know whether it's going to be this season or another season, but either keep applying or we'll call you. And I got calls multiple times and I applied and all that kind of stuff. So I did technically apply, but it was kind of from my first application. I didn't really need to apply again.
Yeah, I can't imagine like the fact that you applied for Brains v. Brawn 2 is just like, you didn't like, she really needed to send in something else for you to think. It's like, oh yeah, remember the girl that would have been perfect before? Yeah. How about her?
Yeah, I think it was mostly because the last time that they had called me, I was like, I'm pregnant. I can't do that. Like, I'm not, like, I didn't give them much. So I think they kind of put me out of the running. Okay. But they have so many applications and they have so many people on the back burner. And when I applied for Brains versus Brawns, they really had to fight with the network to put me into Brains. And I know that sounds a bit silly because, like, you really have to fit the theme. And I know that I'm really smart. Like, I tutored math and English after school, but like, that's not what I'm going to come on and say. I'm like, oh, I was good at school and I tutored after school. Like, I'm like, what do you mean? That's not like the brainiac kind of thing. I didn't fit the technical brainiac kind of vibe. So I came in as the social brain of someone who has been in the AFL / for Americans, it's NFL world as a WAG for 10 years. And I've managed networks and social connections and stuff like that for a very long time. And I can read through people really, really well, which is something that I can do. I'm very good at that. I can tell you, I picked it from the start. I picked AJ from the start. I'm like, that guy's a motherfucker. Get him the fuck off. I'm good at what I do with that. But they really had to sell that because everyone else on the Brains tribe was that stereotypical brain. They have their degrees and they have this. And like right now, I'm still working towards my degree. I finished my degree in February, so slay for me. But like, I had to fight to fit into that box of Brains. So when they have these other themes, they might have all these people on a backup from different seasons that they've tried to put them on. But if they don't fit that theme, they're not going to cast them. So this next season of Redemption, I'm sure that they've got many people on backup, but it's a lot of them for newbies especially, and I hate to say the word, but it has to be a sob story. Yeah. For Redemption, there has to be some sort of sub story. And if you don't have that, for me, for example, if I wasn't on the previous season, I don't have a sub story.
Yeah, it's just like, what do you mean Redemption? It's just like, well, I had a coupon, but I didn't bring it with me because I didn't bother to. And I got to the store and they wouldn't honor it. And they're
I'm like, that was horrible. You should have seen what happened after. Like, if you don't have that background, like, they're not going to talk about it. So I think that's where production, and also there's the whole thing with production with Australia is like, they've gone through different production people a lot of the time. Yeah. So it's not like from when I first applied in 2017, the person I was dealing with then was not the same person I was dealing with in 2024.
Well, we all miss DF, don't we?
Oh, my baby boy. I love him so much. I
Oh,
mean, I think there's a lot of people that don't love DF, but DF is he's
I
my
love DF.
him. I love him to the end of the world, and I think he's made Australian Survivor what it is. It's the same with JLP. Like I am on the DF JLP train, so interested to see how they come back from this. I'm really hoping. I think the new producer is Amelia, and I'm really hoping she smashes this new season, and I hope it lives up because I don't want Survivor cancelled. I want to get a call up in a couple of years. I want to come back. So don't get it canceled, please.
No, I met DF, and he was just like, if we film in 65 days, can you go back to America and work out every day until you leave? I go, yes. And he was like, we will be chatting. And then Amelia did. And Amelia's like, I did a Google search. You were number 11. I'm like, okay. Did you misspell Survivor? Pretty sure I'm not number 11.
Was that in like Survivor Worldwide? You're number 11.
No. She just, I guess Amelia is not super familiar with U.S. Survivor, so she just did a Google search of most popular U.S. Survivors, and she was like, I went down the list. You were number 11. Are you interested? And I'm just like, yeah, but I how did you spell Survivor? Because
I really. Way to spell Survivor is an American way to spell Survivor. Yeah. Is there a U?
Yeah. I feel like there's a U. So I was just like, I'm like,
we like to put you in words.
Yeah, I was like, Amelia, I don't know if you're aware, but the Aussie pronunciation of Fairplay is legend. Thank you. All right.
Legend. No, baby girl, that's a Kiwi way, legend. Yes. The Australian way is legend, but you've got legend.
Chrissy goes,
you're close. You're close though.
Chrissy says legend every time I see her. So I go with the Chrissy way. I'm scared not to. She's much more athletic than me.
Anyway, where
all right. So Parv, she counts back from 5. Holy shit balls. Are you kidding me? And I'm sitting here watching, and I'm just like, remember when the auction was fun? Like, I don't feel like this is fun at all. Like, I'm loving it. I think it's good TV, but this isn't fun.
No, and it felt like it was really short as well. Like, off quickly. Also, like, if I'm like out there and like I'm not eating, and like you present me like a whole ass mud cake, like, you know what it's like out there. Like, I'm gonna be on the toilet for days. Like,
yeah. I don't have a sweet tooth.
Don't give me a whole ass mud cake. What am I supposed to do with that?
That's why I own a vending machine company, because I don't eat snacks or sweets. This is I'm not getting high off my own supply. Just like Biggie Smalls taught me.
I would, if that was me and I'd pay that much money and I got a mud cake, I would die. Look, I'm not a sweets person. I like lollies, or candy, as the Americans call it. I'm a candy girl, but I don't like, actually, is candy chocolate as well in America? Does that
yeah.
Okay, so it's different. So we have lollies and we have chocolate.
Sure.
They're two different things. So you have chocolate.
They're all one. We're just mostly morbidly obese.
Yeah, I'm just a lolly girl, which is like your, I don't know, your Wonka stuff. That's my kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Wonka shit. Sure. But if I went out there and they gave me like, oh, here's a pile of chocolate, I'm like, I've been starving for days. I don't want a pile of chocolate.
No.
Give me a Parma. Wait, do you guys have Parmas?
Not like you do. I whenever I'm there, I get it.
Okay, hang on. Sorry.
That's my go-to as soon as I get to Australia is a Parma.
Why do Americans not have Parmas? Like, it's not a hard thing to make, and it's delicious.
I know it is.
I don't understand. It's not like it's a delicacy either.
Well, I mean, it's hard to find good labor around here. You got Jonny Fairplay buying vending machine businesses. It's really tough. No one is working.
Vending machine. You know, you got those like little cupcake vending machines. I want Parma vending machines. Give them to me.
Oh, I'm for it. So, well, let's go through ribs and beer is Shawnee $4.80. I feel like that was the best deal of anything here. Kirby with the popcorn, it was covered $500. I feel like there had to have been something in it, and apparently it wasn't.
No. So I spoke to Kirby tonight. Kirby was at the viewing party tonight. She's like, I dug through that bitch. She's like, there was nothing in there. And I think from her season, she was on Titans versus Rebels, and Raymond got the popcorn at the auction, and he had a scroll in there, so she was digging her way through, but she was like, there's I feel like they do that. The producers do that to us, where they like, we know you think there's something in here, so we're gonna trick your brain so you think that you're crazy because you haven't found it. I remember I went on rewards and did all these things. I tore these places apart looking for a clue, an advantage, anything. Could not find a thing. And I remember going back and being like, where the fuck is it? Like, I'm like, am I insane? I'm like, am I going to look stupid on TV that I'm like digging through this and it's like going to be like hidden in this corner or whatever? I'm like, no, it just wasn't there. And I was like,
oh, of course. I'm glad it destroyed all your shit.
Literally, I've destroyed everything trying to, like we did this IKEA award. I destroyed the bed. I tore back the bed. I tore back the Doona cover. I don't know what you guys call it. The duvet cover,
Duvet
whatever.
cover.
Duvet cover. I tore back everything, the pillowcases, tore back the whole bed, lifted the mattress, and everyone's like, Logan, we just want to sleep. And I was like, I need to find this fucking clue.
Yeah.
I ended up speaking to production. They're like, yeah, babes, there was no clue there. And I was like,
yeah, not without an Allen wrench. You're doing nothing.
Okay, no worries. Anyway, where were we? So we're at the auction.
Actually, best. I prefer. I felt like the ribs and beer were the best thing. Most, sustaining. I want a beer. That's my favorite. So, but the best deal, Lisa, chicken club sandwich and a Coke for $40. What the fuck?
That was fucking insane. I'd pay $40 just for a Coke.
I feel like I paid $40 for a chicken club sandwich and Coke in real life.
Right. I mean, when Shani was about to get it for $20, I was like,
oh, please let her.
Guys, and let's for this audience, that's 20 Australian dollars. That's about the 13 American dollars.
Yeah.
For a chicken club sandwich, a triple decker chicken club sandwich with a Coke.
With a Coke.
Where are you getting that deal? Not at the local spot. I can tell you that, because you had to have a tip on top of it, service charges. That's not happening. That was a fucking steal.
That was a steal. So next is covered. It's a $420 to Sarah. It's chocolate cakes you can't share. Auction's over. Did you notice every time Sarah opened her mouth, Kirby was like, I want her not to get this. Every single time.
There was definitely an element there of protection. Sorry, I'm filling up my wine again, everyone. But I feel like with Kirby, it's like she has her bitches. Oh, Johnny's getting his beer as well. Okay. I'm influencing us to be alcoholics at 9 a.m. and what is my time? 4:30. But I feel like there's an element with Kirby where it has to be like you have to do or die for Kirby. And if you're kind of like half on the Kirby train, she's going to cut you. Like you have to be like falling at Kirby's feet, which I love for her in the game of Survivor. It's not like that in real life. Like Kirby is a friend of mine, but in the game, I can see how out there it's like if you're not fully on her train, she'll be like, I'm going to cut you.
Oh yeah,
like, cut you out.
Yeah, but if Sarah was reading the tea leaves, I mean, like literally every time, if Sarah was just like if she sneezed, Kirby was like, I'm sneezing twice. Like, I don't like you, girl. Like the relationship is over. Like Sarah's like, let me just throw out $20, 40. Sarah's off.
What I don't understand about their relationship is I understand so with Sarah's first game that she played, she was really sneaky and went behind her alliance and did all this kind of stuff, and she came out on Aussie the World and wanted to play sort of a different game. But I think the hard thing is, and you would be able to attest to this, is that when you're out there for so long, you can't be anyone but yourself.
You're just you.
You can't put on a persona. You can play the game in a style that you would like to play it, but majority of the time, your natural personality is going to come out. So if you're a loyal person, you're going to be a loyal person. If you're a sneaky person, you're a sneaky person. So trying to come out there and play a game that is not truly authentic to yourself is never going to work, which is why I can get tipped off Kirby and why she's got her little spidey senses going of like, Sarah's not in it. But I think for Kirby as well is like Kirby really wanted an all-girls alliance. She really wanted the women to like hone in and like be a strong boss bitch, Black Widow Brigade 2.0. She really, really wanted that. And for Sarah to turn around and start questioning Kirby was not the best thing for Sarah. And we saw that. We saw the end of this episode. We saw where it got her. And that's what happens when you try and play a game that's not your own.
No, you can't. You can't, because I can, from my experience on Survivor and even watching the show, those first 3 days you're meeting people and you're just like, oh, and then like day 5, you're just like, oh wow, this person really sucks. Like, how did I not catch that earlier? And it's just like, oh, because they weren't being them. Oh yeah.
No. Well, that's exactly right. So like I feel like unless you sort of make it to merge or really, really close to merge, you really don't get a good consensus of who people are because their true colors don't come through because they can put up an act for a certain amount of time. But by the end of it, when you're starving, you're fucking tired, you're cold, you're being rained on, you're not going to keep putting up this front of who you are. Like this character you're putting on is not going to last. You can do it for a few days, but it gets to a point where like your true colors come through. And like this is what I don't understand when people come on to Survivor and say, I'm going to play a different game. I'm going to play this. Yeah. No,
you're not.
Like if I ever got asked to be on Survivor again, I've always said 100% I would do it again. But then I've also got to look at it and be like, well, what can I do differently? I came 8th. Like, and that was me playing.
Just find better friends.
I'll try, but I mean, and just not have AJ out there with me because he fucked up.
No, I mean, I feel like it's like you meet the super hot girl that's also super smart and super nice, and you're just like, oh my god, she's a total package, and it's like, there's no way.
Stop talking about me like that.
And then it's like, oh yeah, she's not that nice.
Actually me though, actually me.
See?
They're like, oh no, Logan's actually a C next Tuesday. And I'm like, wow, thank God you clocked on.
But it's funny, like you watch and there's so many seasons and Big Brother is the worst about this. But they come there, it's like day 1, it's like, you're my ride or die. And I'm like, oh my God, you're going to find out in 4 days that this person is the worst person ever and they fart a lot.
We actually had that on our season. Kaylin, you didn't see it, but Kaylin didn't sleep with us in our camp. Kaylin made his own shelter because he farted a lot and he didn't like sleeping with other people. So we had our own camp and this little tiny shelter that Kaylin slept alone because he couldn't sleep with other people. It's really interesting. There's so much behind the scenes that people don't say on Survivor.
Sure.
That is very, very fucking funny. Yeah. But it's like you don't know people for the first 5 days. First 5 days to a week, you don't know people. It's all fast. So I do feel really, really bad for the people that get voted out early because they're sort of being played into who people, like the characters that people are putting on. And it's not until you get further in the game that you can establish, okay, this is actually who this person is and this is what I can use against them and this is how I can play them and all this kind of stuff. Those first like that week is really, really hard to determine who you want to align with because you don't know if anyone's playing up a character and you won't know it until later on.
I've been with my fiance for 3.5 years. I've never farted in front of her.
I don't fart in front of my husband either.
Does he fart in front of you?
No.
He doesn't fart in front of me. I don't think girls fart.
No, I don't know what you mean. No, all my family and friends are like, that's super weird. And I'm like, I don't know.
Think so.
I don't know. It's just something I don't do. How did we get on this topic? I'm like, yeah, I don't fight in front of my husband.
Yeah. Someone's like, what do you do? I'm like, I just, I was like, oh, let me go grab this over here.
Yeah. Even like when I'm like in the bathroom at night, like he's in bed and I'm like, close all the doors so I can do my business. I'm like, I don't want you to hear that. That's personal.
Yeah, I don't want to think about
it. That's personal.
Yeah, well, I mean, I do lots of stuff down there, so that's the last thing I want to think about when I'm there. So I'm just like, I can live here for a couple hours. Just let me not think about that. So, all right.
I feel like our ADHD brains are just like, where are we going with this podcast?
So, all right, the auction is over. This auction went as quick as this season has.
Right.
Yes, this was the quickest auction ever. We go to Parv. She is not a Luke fan. She gets cookies, a shovel, and a note, and she can share or not. I'm like, oh my God, Luke and Jericho, the world of the Cookie Monsters. Will they be the new Cookie Monsters now? She goes to bury the glass jar. Of course, breaks the glass jar, loses a lot of the cookies, but sees the advantage. And as someone says, are you surprised? Fiddlestick says, all right. Are you surprised Parvati didn't immediately look in the cookie jar for an idle advantage? Yeah. What the fuck, Parvati?
Yeah. I mean, so for me, like watching tonight and seeing it, there was a very obvious script, like a scroll in the jar. As a seasoned Survivor player, I was like immediately shook that it's not. Oh, I've got one. Where's mine? Mine's somewhere around here. I'll find it.
Are you prepared to ride the lightning?
Hang on. Okay, this is going to be. Is this not safe for work? Hang on.
Oh, Jesus.
No, not safe for work. This is my. Hang on. How we got it here? This is my Survivor tattoo. My little flame.
Oh, wow.
All right, sorry. Why were we doing that? Anyway,
Well, mine's for Simon, ride the lightning, because the cookie jar idol, that was not an idol.
Yeah, no, I've got his stuffed hat somewhere. It's around here. Actually, I've got my bus right here. Hang on, stay with me, everyone.
Oh, welcome to Channel 10 Cribs with Logan.
I know. Welcome to my crib, everyone. My children are asleep, so I come for too loud. But no, I was really, really shook that Parvati didn't immediately search, because having a scroll that visible, and as a seasoned Survivor player, even watching it, like, I was like, something's off.
I think it was the cookies of it all. Hey, there's the boss.
This one, hang on, I've got a third here. This is the Osby the World.
Oh, wow.
This is our brains and bronze. Which one are we putting on, guys?
Australia Be the World.
All right.
How did you get an Australia Be the World?
They did a little like marketing thing around where I live, and I took Georgie to it. King George took to him to that the other way. Oh, what one's that? Oh, you got an Australian Survivor one.
Yeah, this is Australia All-Star Golden Gods winning merge buff.
Twinning. Okay, I'll put these on.
Yeah.
This one actually doesn't smell because it wasn't used on the island. I've washed mine that many times. Okay. You got to put yours on.
I am. Someone I sold my my buff from Pearl Islands for like.
That's not cute. What are we doing?
I sold for like $2,500.
Really?
Yeah, and then and the guy the guy died, and they just threw it away.
What the fuck?
And I'm just like, that sucks.
Okay.
Oh yeah, hold on. We gotta fashion this.
You really gotta. This is the worst thing about being on Survivor, is you can't tell how you look when you've got a buff on. So you think it looks cute, and then then you see yourself on camera, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
You watch the episode, you're like, "Oh, epic fail."
Okay.
All right.
Look, we're gonna have to deal with that.
I'm good with that.
There we go, guys. Look at us.
All right. I'm gonna put mine on eBay. So here you go. You saw it here first. Check the show notes. You can buy it. It'll be yours.
Look, I really don't need this one, so I'm happy to sign this one. And if anyone wants to take it, just pay for shipping.
Me. I want an Australia.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, this is an Osby the World one. Does it look cute?
Yes, and I want a jersey. A
jersey, like a
AFL.
Oh yeah, I can get one of those.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. Hey, whoever wants a Kent picture, let me know that. Don't forget leave whatever you threw in the fire in the comments. And I have. There's actually two. You know what? I'm going to be nice. So there's two Kents. There's two Logans. So someone's already won one Logan. I'm going to send a package deal, a Kent and a Logan. Let me know.
Don't include me in that.
All right, hold on. You know what? I'm going to do one better. Kent's out.
Thank you.
How about a Kirby and a Logan?
I'll take a Kirby. I'll take a me and Kirby.
All right, so
that's a mother alliance there, babe girls.
Leave in the comments how mad at me you are for getting this Australia Be the World buff that that could have been yours, that I snaked so quickly out from under you. So
I will be sending this to you. It's
so,
cute though.
It is. The comments control the algorithm, Logan. That's the key. All right. So she buries it. She loses some cookies, sees the advantage, and she can. It's the knowledge is power advantage. So she can steal an idol from someone at tribal council, and I was just like, holy shit, this changes everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, because she already has one idol that she took from the podium, the Adam Klein idol, that, as far as I'm concerned, is hers and not a group idol.
No, not at all. That's hers.
Yeah, because she's like, she goes, it's a group. She goes, when you need it, just let me know. And when you let me know, I'll be like, yeah, sorry, girl.
Yeah, but that's what you say to everyone. You're like, yeah, it's for all of us. Fuck no. You need it. And I'm going to say, yeah, it's all yours. But am I playing with you? No.
No.
If that means that you're winning the money and I'm not, excuse me.
Yeah. And then if someone calls you out, it's just like, Logan has the idol. It's like, yeah, and now I'm using it tomorrow. So thanks, but bye.
She's already been called out twice at tribal council. She can get called out multiple times and she'll be fine.
Yeah.
Not Kerry. Poverty will be fine.
So, well, she buries the evidence, and everyone's just about to come back, and then she realized, oh fuck, there's a shovel. Let me throw it in the woods.
That was my thing. I was like, where's the shovel gonna go? As soon as she buried it in the shovel, all I saw was like, the shovel, babes, the shovel.
So if I'm Parv and someone says like, I played dumb, I'm just like, oh my god, production's so fucking lazy this season.
What I would have done is, because it's a new merge camp and she's the first person going into merge, I would have like popped the shovel up against like any tools that they would have had. So it just like blended into the tools. Like, yeah, you've got a shovel. Like that's what you have. You've got a hammer, you got this, whatever, you got a shovel. Like
I don't think there was a hammer though. And it looked like, did she like I feel like the pot that they boiled the water in, isn't that what she buried all the shit in?
Yeah, what did she take to change it? Because I mean, I was in and out getting a wine, so I didn't see it properly. But so
she buried their pot.
She
just like fuck it.
She's like, fuck it, the cookies are worth it. So I would have like wrapped up the cookies in like a piece of clothing or like something that I had in my bag. I would have wrapped it up because the cookies, like realistically, they're not that big.
You could see they got new clothes.
Or you go out to the trees, like, so this is what I did on my season when I like came back, and like, you're not supposed to bring doggy bags back for stuff. I just went to the trees and cut down a bit of a tree and folded up all my food in like a leaf and just like brought it back to camp. Pop it in a leaf, babes. Yeah. Don't use the pot that everyone needs for rice.
Yeah. No, I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? So no, but no, you see on the next scene, they since it's the merge, they got a second installment of clothes. So because Parv, whoever picked out Parv's outfits, I do
like her bathers, to be fair. What do you call them? Your swimsuit?
Swimsuit. Yeah, I don't like the second one. You like the second one?
I liked her blue one. I liked it.
I didn't. So do you like Janine's turtleneck bathing suit?
Let's be real.
The back was nice. Who knew?
As a mum, I get like Parv's one, like, because like, especially like, so Shawnee's a new mum out there, like, you're very worried, like, you're on camera, like, you've had a kid, like, things don't look the same. So sure. I like the one piece, like, I love the Parv, like, she looks great in it. Like, I couldn't do a one piece just because, like, I'm 28, like, I'm not doing a one piece yet. Don't age me.
No, my fiance, my fiance is like a one piece is like a sweet potato. It's like, how do you cook a sweet potato? You throw it in the trash can. You're like, how do you wear a one piece? My fiance is like, yeah, throw it in the trash can.
I think it should look good on her. But no, I prefer her bikini outfit. I do.
Yeah. I mean, Parv's good. Parv's a good bikini girl. So, go until you can't, girl.
She looks good in everything. But I think especially with Australian Survivor, I don't know what the rules are with the US Survivor, but they're very, very particular on clothing.
Yeah. So, no, they're beyond peculiar. And
even to the point, like, I would submit things and they would say no because it was black. Yeah. Like, they want it to be colorful. They want it to be like, you can't have patterns. You can't have all this kind of stuff. So like, I think I submitted like 20 t-shirts.
Yeah.
Everything of mine got approved, and like the t-shirt the t-shirt that I had to get 20 different t-shirts, and they were like, yeah, this one finally. And it was like one that I didn't even want to wear. And
Of course.
I was like, okay, I'll just take it, I guess.
So, all right. Well, they're here. Tommy has made the merge. Holy moly, he's so excited. Luke is a 3-time merge player. It's not 4. Sorry, Luke. Because he's going to that confessional. He's like, this is kind of badass. It's like, yeah, Shawnee's already stolen that thunder. So the Aussies will have Luke's back against Parv, or will they? Kirby is in love with Parvati, and she explains to Parvati that she is the princess, and Parv's like, girl, that shit is lame. Princesses are for kids. You're not a princess. You're a queen. Shut up.
See, I differ to that because I'm like, I'm the Pilates princess. Everyone's got their name on Survivor. If I have one, mine's Pilates princess. So I'll take princess. But Kirby, I don't know why Kirby faltered to being a princess. Kirby is the rebel queen. So why would you say you're a princess, baby girl? Because you're a queen.
Yeah, I think she just wanted to go down as gods and kings, and she's like this print, and I was just like, and like the first time she said it, I was like, I'll allow it, and then she did it 3 times on that episode. I'm like, oh my god, please stop! Like, just
no. Do you think she was trying to downgrade her threat level to Parvati?
No, I think she doubled down, like the kings and gods were going away. So, so she didn't want a queen. She wanted to be like that princess, the new blood is coming to knock out the old establishment. So yeah. I think she meant princess in that way. And as I said, it just doesn't. I don't think the label fits with Kirby.
No, Kirby's not a princess in any kind of way.
No,
and, like it's not it. And no. I think when you're out there, and especially when you are like the best of the best, like we're doing Oz v the world, like don't relegate your title. Like claim your title.
Empress.
Like, if you're a queen of something, you're a queen. You've got multiple kings and queens, or like self-proclaimed kings and queens and gods. Own it. I know that they've been voted out, but fucking own it. Parvati is a queen in her own right. Do you think Parvati is intimidated by Kirby? If she's going to be intimidated by her calling herself a queen or a princess, she's like, it doesn't matter either way. Just own it.
No. She's literally going to form the Queen's Alliance. Like, it's like, great. We have a fucking name. Let's go.
Yeah, literally. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. So Kirby wants to play with the best, and she wants to play with Parvati and Surya as a resort of that. And Sarah is scared of the big players. So Kirby pitches the Sarah boot to Shawnee. Sarah then shows up later, tells Parv, hey, it's Kirby that's going after the big players. I didn't send home anyone. And look who's gone over there. Okay. Your guy, the Golden God, and everyone's friend George.
Oh, I feel like this was such an interesting way to go about it, because I feel like it really had Parv questioning. I felt like Parv came along and was really strong with Kirby straight up. And then Sarah came in and really threw a wrench into it. Like the seeds of doubt were sprinkling. Like, and they were growing. Like, it was like, it takes usually a couple of months for these seeds to sprout, but they sprouted. They were full bloom flowers by that stage, and it had been like a day. And she was like, I'm questioning Kirby immediately. And like, that's what makes me scared now. Like, obviously Sarah is out. Like, sorry, spoilers, anyone that hasn't watched. If you're watching this and you haven't seen it, like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
But like, I feel like that's a scary thing now for Kirby's game, because it's like, she's had these seeds of doubt, she's taken the bait, and now it's like, well, what's going to happen now? Because she's already doubted you. You've got the person out, but those seeds of doubt don't just get wiped away. She's always going to be questioning you. So I'm scared for Kirby's game. Like, I'm scared.
Well, I think I feel like you have that. So that's there. On top of that is the game that Kirby has been playing up until this moment, is the game that Parvati is going to be playing against Kirby. Because it's all those people going up to Kirby. Will you be my friend? Will you love me? Will you love me the way I love you? Please love me. I love you. Do you not understand how this works? I love you so much. You have to love me back. And she's like,
Yeah,
You
I guess.
literally
Maybe.
see Kirby giving those same puppy dog eyes to Parvati, and Parvati's like, "This is what I do," and it's just like, "Oh my god, girl, she's playing your game."
Do you know what the thing is I see Kirby and Poverty like they're the same person in different fonts.
Yeah,
Like the way that they play the game is through this charisma and this energy, like their attraction, like it's magnetic. That's
yeah,
the way I can describe it. Is like being around them is like you can't help but being like they're the center and
yeah.
you're
It's a gravitational
slowly,
pull.
yeah, getting pulled into them without even realizing it. And I feel like they're the same person in different fonts. And I think it's going to be so hard for them to work together because I think they're going to figure out at some point or another that they're even though they seem so opposite and so different. I think that the way that they play the game, because of that energy that they have, is going to be too similar to the point where they can't work together. They're
Mm-mm.
looking like they're going to try and work together, but I don't like as an outsider watching, I'm like, this isn't going to work. Like
Well,
they're
as King George
completely
explained,
opposite sides.
two tops don't make a bottom. Or no, two bottoms don't make a top. The joke's the same.
Look, I'm straight up. I'm straight up straight 100%, but I'm loving the gay jokes. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I was 19 when I found my husband, but if I hadn't found him then, who knows which of the end of the spectrum I would have swung. So
Well, King George is my best friend, so and I'm one of his four.
I feel like where George and I sit, I'm like maybe top 20, maybe.
Well, it's not exclusive company, so you're good. I'm just like, oh my god, like in the history, like all that's happened. I'm just like, my best friend is some crazy king in Bankstown, Australia, and I was like, that's my best friend. He's like, oh yeah, you're one of mine. There's Carlos, there's Cara, there's Chrissy. I think I can I can possibly narrow it down to 4. Oh, thanks. Possibly.
He doesn't give too much away, which I love.
Oh my god, he's the worst.
All right,
All
where
right.
are we?
We're so close. We're so close. Let's see. It's the Black Widow, and Kirby is the Black Mamba. And here we go. The final stretch here. I gotta get out some snacks. Oh my god, I'm doing horrible. It's the Last Gasp challenge. This is nightmare fuel for me. I hate this more than anything else in the world.
Did you do this challenge?
No. And I would not. Everyone's just like, what would you do? I'm like, I would literally just not do it. Like, I would be like, okay, I did it. It was great. See ya. I don't even want to know how good I would do. I don't care.
I did this challenge. So I remember coming out to the thing and seeing it, and everyone was so excited. And Jonathan looked at me. He's like, Logan, you look terrified. And I was like, this is like my nightmare. Like, I don't want to do this. I ended up coming like 4th, I think.
Yeah.
So it was like, and then I'm seeing everyone go out in this challenge in like 10 minutes. So I lasted an hour and 5 minutes in this challenge. Like, I did so well. And the winner of it was Kaylin. And he was like an hour and 17, which is like what, 12 minutes longer than me. Like, in comparison to the entire time.
And a challenge beast. Literally broke the record.
But to be fair, in this challenge, so where the greats are, it depends on the tides and the currents and stuff. So if you're on one end, so Karen was on one end and Kaylin was on the other. Karen was getting waterboarded like the whole time, where Kaylin wasn't getting as much because of the way that the water comes in. So it was really interesting to watch. Like Karen should have won that challenge. Like if she would had switched with Kaylin.
Yeah.
But it's all about the draw, baby. It's all about the draw. It's all your placement. I was smack bang in the middle, came 4th or 5th, whatever. Did really well, but it is a fucking hard. Like when I tell you, like every part of your body is saying, get out of the water.
Oh, yeah. I'm just getting out. I listen to my body.
Horrible. And like even in our little podcast thing tonight, everyone's like, would you do a snorkel? Would you do hold your breath? And everyone's like, snorkel. And I was like, all 3 of us sitting up the front, we're like, no, we all held our breath. Like that is the way to get through this challenge is you hold your breath. Everyone's like, the snorkel does the best. No, the snorkel is if you can fashion a snorkel, great for you. But you've got cracks in your finger. Like it is not. It is not what you think it is. The snorkel is not the best way to get through. It is holding your breath, waiting for the next surge. As soon as that comes through, taking a deep breath and then holding that breath again. And that's the way that you hold that breath. Like, that is what this challenge is about. Make a snorkel all you like. The snorkel is not going to help you. I will promise you, because like you're trying to do this, there's still water getting through all this. And if you're trying to suck it in and then you're sucking in like that, even that sliver of water, it's getting stuck in there and then you're going to choke and then your body immediately thinks, I need to get out.
I'm dying.
Snorkel,
I'm dying right now.
To go.
Yeah.
I can promise you, from doing this challenge, from doing well in the challenge, the snorkel is not the way to go. And that it is a fucking shit challenge. I hate that challenge.
I can't stand it. I think it's like literally. So the name of the tribe is Mordich, which means deadly. Once again, we don't get the Queen Elizabeth tribe name that George would have made happen. I really wanted that.
The backstory of this is in Indigenous Australian culture, deadly is a word that is used a lot in Aboriginal culture in Australia, and it's a really, really good word to describe, like not to describe, but like they say deadly una, like deadly, and like deadly is such a good Indigenous word to use. Like, it's very strong to the culture. So I love that Kirby sort of got to name the tribe that, because it is so sick. Like, and it means a lot of things. It's like, I'm deadly to you, or like it's like, this is deadly, like this is cool, like this is sick. Like, there's so many uses of the word deadly that, like, I think like out of all tribe names in Australian Survivor, deadly is probably like one of the sickest ones that I've heard. So I'm like, snaps to Kirby for that. Like, I love that.
All right, but after Queen Elizabeth, of course.
In our season, fucking Jesse was trying to name our tribe Skate or Die. So I mean,
well, he did create the Mega Alliance.
The hunks.
Oh no! Well, there's around the same time as the hunks.
Oh, it was like all the alliance of all the 6 of them, and they still needed to vote off one of them. They're like, yeah, we're all in this alliance, but we still need to
the Mega Alliance. Everyone's in it.
This is what I mean when you had one tribe that no one knew how to play the game, and you had another tribe where you just focused on one tribe because the other tribe didn't know how to fucking play the game.
It's great.
It's funny to watch, but not funny to be a part of.
All right. Well, it's raining. 10 minutes in. Lisa's out. 12 minutes. Sari. 15. Kirby. Par's out. That's a surprise. And Par's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. This is stupid. Shawnee goes, we have lightning and heavy rain. Sarah's out. Kirby's all smiles when Sarah goes out. And 40 minutes in, I'm like, this sucks. Guess what? Production also is, am I the only one that wasn't going, there's a metal grate and there's lightning? No one.
Look, I reckon, honestly, from the production side of it, it would have been lightning, and immediately they would have made a decision to get them out. But they've taken clips of the lightning and then dragged it out a little bit to be like, "Oh, lightning! Oh, should we get them out?"
I think they saw the lightning in the right. They're like, "Oh, please, sir God, just everybody breathe wrongly, and let's see how we do." And they're like, "What do you mean by breathe wrongly?"
Yeah, I will say the production are very, very good to us in the sense of like for our safety. Like if there
I
is
was never worried about it.
No, so like if there is a safety element of the game, production will pull us out. And
plus, if I'm there, I'm gonna be like, excuse me, there's fucking lightning. I'm going to the shore. So if you want to film this without Jonny Fairplay in the shot, that's great. But that's
well, it's also, you have to think about, like, I mean, I know what we see on TV is there's just the metal grates, but you have to think about there's a scaffolding full of camera producers that are all standing there with their equipment and all that kind of stuff in the water. Like, there is so much metal there. Like, that was not a safe environment. What could have been done is once the lightning stopped, they would have continued with the challenge. But obviously, in that environment, that was not happening. It was probably, even when I was out there, it was 10 days after they finished Brains versus Brawns. The weather out there was fucked. Like, it was bad. So that kind of weather would not have stopped. So they would have tried to continue the challenge. They would have held them and put them back.
They showed that the grates were like 2 feet underwater at that time. They're just like, so that.
I was like, okay, everyone, who can hold your breath the longest? That's it. That's what we're doing right now. It's not even. That's just not going to blow water out your mouth. It's who can hold your breath the longest.
So, well, guess what? It's even fairer than that. The remaining 4 can go to rocks and agree to go to rocks, into which one of them gets immunity, or that's fine. Don't agree. No one gets immunity. And I'm just like, all
what
right.
would you have done? Because I know I'm not going to rocks. Excuse me. If I don't get immunity, you're not getting immunity. Fuck you. No way.
I'm rolling the dice on a 1 in 4 chance at immunity.
No, I wouldn't have. I don't know. I don't know if it's like the contestant in me is like, I know there's a 1 in 4 chance like that I will get it, but there's a 3 in 4
3 in 4 chance that you're not.
I'm not taking those odds, and I'd rather none of us get it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. The only problem is I feel in that moment you can create if you're any of these 4 people, you're safe. I mean, like their names aren't even brought up, right? I guess Cass is one. Other than Cass, like if you say no, like right now no one's throwing out your name. You say, if you're the one that says no and everyone else says yes, maybe one of those 3 are throwing out your name. And it's just like, you don't need your name. No one needs to say your name at the merge.
Yeah. I guess if you're the one holding out as well, out of 3, then you put a target on your own back by holding out, because it looks like you're playing the game harder. So there's so many things that have to go through.
I'm just going with the flow. If everyone's just like, hey, it's 1 in 4. Yeah, but
if I'm in a 4 and I've got Parvati, Kirby, and say Luke, for example, and it's me, and we're all going to rock, I'm like, fuck you, no chance.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I want Parv.
No chance. Bestie, no chance. We're all going home without immunity. I would rather take that chance than give one of you immunity. But with those 4 that it was, it's kind of like the chill ones. Like, we know your name's not going to be out there. Let's relax. Yeah. I get
you're going home. You're all going home in 2 to 3. Like we're
I don't think anything.
We're firing off some shots. We need a couple votes, and then you got to go.
Yeah. I get it. I mean, if it was me and it was different people, I would not have gone to rocks. I'll be honest about that. I wouldn't have done it.
So, well, they did, and guess what? Tommy gets me. The rocks finally
work out for Tommy.
Finally work out. This is his episode. It's great. We're not done with the storm. And we're back at camp. We see Cirie wearing Luke's jacket, and this trend continues throughout the episode. Now, I am a huge believer in looking at the fine print.
I said this tonight. I want to hear what you say. Tell me.
Well, he's not giving her his jacket if they're not working together.
So this is a question that I asked Kirby, because that was what I looked at as well. Because being out there on the island, you're not taking someone else's item of clothing unless you have a personal connection with them and they're offering you that, right? It's not like someone that you don't like is offering you their clothing. But I did ask Kirby tonight, and she said Kirby had the jacket. She got it off Luke, and she gave it to Cirie, saying she's the older person here. You need to give her your jacket. So that's where the jacket for Cirie happened. It wasn't that Luke gave it to Cirie. Luke gave it to Kirby, and Kirby gave it to Cirie.
Wow.
Insider info, guys. You're welcome.
And there we go. All right. Well,
I was reading into that. I literally said to Kirby tonight, I was like, Luke's given Cirie her jacket, his jacket, sorry. That means something. That means something. That means that they had to have
I made that happen.
Enough to give her his jacket to keep warm. Like, come on, let's think about this. And she's like, no, it was given to me, and then I gave it to her. And I was like, okay. But also,
if I'm Luke, I'm asking for my jacket back. He hates the Americans.
Give it back. Yeah. I think Luke was warm enough. I think the clothing that Luke has chosen out there has done well. I don't know how he got that jacket past production as well, because that looks like a waterproof jacket to me.
Yeah. I feel that was the compliment to the Golden Gods. So the Golden God has the leather motorcycle jacket, and Luke Toki is kind of the Golden Gods. Mongoose, whoever Top Gun, Tom Cruise's best friend, Iceman. All right,
don't
so
know.
Tom Cruise is the ice or is Maverick, right?
Goose, is that it?
The Goose, whatever, or he's the ice, whatever. The friend, right? Luke is the friend to the Golden God, so that he's
Yes.
got the pilot jacket, like Goose or Iceman or
It's a
whatever.
good jacket too. Like you would know being out there.
It's a great jacket. It's a
But it looked
great jacket,
like
but you have to have
like,
a reason for it. So I'm sure he's
right.
like, "Hey, I'm the Iceman to the Mongoose or whatever."
Like when viewers look at Survivor, it's like, oh, it's beautiful, it's warm, blah blah. It is fucking freezing at night.
Yes.
It is so cold. It is rainy. It is cold. So that jacket, I looked at that and I was like, how did he get that past production? I was in there in a cardigan and a mini skirt.
Oh yeah.
Logan, your choices could not have been worse.
There we go.
The mini skirt, I mean, slay. It was iconic, but I was in a fucking cardigan and I was like looking at this jacket, like this full-on comfy jacket with the wool here, and I was like, I would have given my left leg for that jacket.
So when I went back on Fans versus Favorites, they were just like, "What do you want to wear?" And I had to trick the system, and I was like, "I want to wear Jeff's outfit because he'll lose his mind." And they're like, "Oh my god, that's genius!" And I'm just like, "Yeah, it's literally waterproof clothing with the legs that zip off, so you can go from shorts to pants."
Literally.
I didn't give a fuck about dressing up like Jeff. I just wanted waterproof shit.
I just wanted to look cute, and I was like, I know I'll get my extra clothes later on. But then I was like, the first 5 days, I was like, Logan, I don't care about looking cute anymore. I'm fucking freezing.
Yeah.
I'm in a mini skirt.
So hey, right. You got the airtime. Okay, we're almost there. Let's see. Okay. Luke pitches Cass. Sarah pitches throwing out the Lisa name and then blindsided Cass. The World Tribe is thinking Janine.
There was just names going left, right, and center.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're playing sped up.
I loved it.
Survivor. So the World Tribe's thinking Janine. Sarah tells Parv the Lisa plan. Shawnee is here to give the Parv. Shawnee is here to give you the Parv alliance that you've all dreamed of, and I'm like, thank you, Queen, for recognizing it, saying it, and bringing it to fruition. She understood the assignment.
Let's go.
I feel like I think a lot of when you show up and Shawnee's there and everyone's just like, hey, we've been waiting for this. You're like, oh yeah, I did a podcast with Fairplay. I said I was going to fuck her over. So go ahead and check those notes.
I feel like we're not getting enough content as people want at the time. But I don't know if that's because Shawnee's a great confessional player, but she's not. I don't know if she's that good in the sense of like where everyone is at the game. So I'm not sure if that's why we're not getting enough Shawnee content. And I want more Shawnee content. I want more content. But I think she's also in a good position right now. Yeah. I think she's got Kirby in the palm of her hand, and she's also working the Parvati element, which is kind of like the two queens of both sides. And I'm like, if that was me, I'd love to be in the middle. Both queens feeding me. I'll give you grapes on either side, baby girls. Like, I will do what you need.
I feel this is great in the moment. I feel there's no legs with this.
Oh no, she's getting further. Yeah. I don't think like, I mean, I'm putting myself in the position of Shawnee right now of like you're doing what's best for both sides, and that's going to help you for the time being, but that's not getting you a win.
Yeah.
I can't see Shawnee winning. I can't see her getting much further. I can see her maybe getting a couple votes further, but I don't see her. So we've got 3 idols in the game right now, don't we? We have 3.
Yeah.
So we've got.
But I could see Shawnee making a move right now, and from what we've seen the first 4 episodes, Parv is the most dangerous on the World Tribe. Kirby was the most dangerous. So if she's in the middle and you want to do the, oh really, and you're knocking out the strongest person from each tribe or one. I mean, you pick a lane and you run with them, and then all right, let's say you're Shawnee and you're just like, all right, I like my chances better with Kirby or with Shawnee than Kirby. Or sorry, if you're Shawnee, I like my chance with Parv than Kirby. You screw over Kirby, and then you go to Sari. You're like, Parv's next.
But on the first merge, like on the very first day of merge, like I would be sitting between both of them.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
then
the move is not today. The move right now
Yeah.
is this is
perfect.
yes.
Like sit yourself in the middle of the two queens because you
But there's
know
no
that,
legs
like,
to it.
you
Like
know
this
you're being
thing
protected.
lasts 3 days max.
Yeah, you know you're being protected from both queens at the very start of merge.
Oh yeah.
Then you have to pick a side. So
Yeah.
I think right now Shawnee is sitting pretty, but I don't think Shawnee will have the ability to pick a side and stick with it and get herself further. I feel like she's going to be someone that sticks in between and she's going to need to pick a side. And
Yeah.
I'm not sure that it's going to work out well for her because
she
I feel
does.
like even though Kirby and Parvati seem to want to work together, I can't see it happening. I don't think Parvati has enough trust in Kirby.
No. Sarah did some damage. So
Sarah's done heaps of damage, and like kudos to her going off onto the bench, like, and still having that much impact. Like, slay, love that for you. Hate it for Kirby's game because Kirby, like, I love Kirby so much, but I think that Sarah's done so much impact to Kirby's game that Kirby and Parvati aren't going to be able to work together. I think they want to work together, but I think the trust is broken not from each other but from Sarah.
Yeah, well, we have right here Kirby pitches Sarah. I also have she's in love with Parv, and Parv sees this as a big red flag, and I'm just like, all right, this is not good. And then Cerise tells the World Tribe that it's Sarah, and she was like, but that's sus. And Kirby tells Luke about the Sarah vote. Luke's like, no, what are you doing? It's way too early to take the swing. You guys are insane. Cerise is nervous. We go to tribal.
Do you know what? Do you know what I hated? This episode made me agree with a man. It made me agree with a man.
It was too early.
It made me agree with Luke, and I hated it. I hated every second of it. I'm a girl's girl through and through, and I sat there and watched it, and I'm like, I love Kirby. She's one of my best friends, but it made me agree with a man. Yeah. How dare you, Kirby? How dare you make me agree with a fucking man?
The Sarah move is episode 6.
Yeah.
Done deal. There's the Sarah move. All right, we go to tribal, and Cass says the Australian tribe is full of cracks or liars. Yep. All right. Sari says tonight's vote could lead to some potentially toxic relationships. I think we might be there. Sari is whispering with the un-Americans.
I love this. I feel like we have to call them the un-Americans the entire time. I feel like
I love that the Aussies aren't un-Americans, just the Finnish.
It's just the internationals, which feels racist. The un-Americans doesn't feel racist.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all. It's time to vote. Lisa writes Janine. Luke writes Cass. Sari says nothing personal, just survivor business. Sari stands on business.
10 toes down. 10 toes down, Sari.
Yeah. So it's time to read the votes. It's Janine. Oh boy. Cass. Oh, Sarah, Cass, Sarah, and Sarah.
Yeah.
Wow, blindsided. And Sarah says, wow, blindsided. Play hard. I want to be entertained.
Mm-hmm.
Next time on Survivor, Luke is working with the un-Americans. Parv and Kirby are in love, and Sarah reveals that she should have stuck with David.
Let's go back. How many TV shows has Parv gone on that she's been in love with someone?
Did you watch Deal or No Deal Island?
Did I watch Deal or No?
Spoiler, he wins.
Spoiler alert. Let's count how many. Yeah. This is Parvati's appeal. She makes people fall in love with her. But anyway, so I'm excited for this next episode.
Yes.
I don't know where it's going.
I don't either. And I love that.
I love that energy. Like I love the energy where I'm like, I have no clue. I hate when I'm watching.
We kind of had the George vibe after the David vibe, and it was just like, oh, I don't like this. And then you kind of saw the Tony writing on the wall of it all. You're like, right now, it's 5-4, still a clean slate.
Yeah. I feel like I hate when I'm watching and I can see the next 3 episodes in advance. Like I can see the writings on the wall. This person's going to go or this person's going to go, whatever. It's just going to be a clean slate for these 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm at the stage where I can see a winner or I can see a couple of winners, and the people in between, I don't know how it's going to play out. And I'm excited to watch that bit. Like I'm really, really excited to see how these next few episodes play out. Because I know that there are certain people that are looking good for finals, but these people in between, I want to see what happens. There's going to be idols, there's going to be twists, and I want to see it. I'm excited for it.
I want an idol to leave soon.
I need one played. What are we at? Episode 6? What is it? Episode 5 or 6 tonight?
Tonight was 5. Tomorrow's 6. There's only 10. There's only 10.
Idol tomorrow. I need an idol played tomorrow. Otherwise,
I don't want 3 episodes or 3 idols played one night.
Yeah, for sure.
Spread this shit out. Let's make some moves.
Let's do something. Keep us. I mean, they're keeping me fed. I'm entertained.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's 3 idols in play right now, and like, how long can you, like, what day are we even up to?
Yeah.
What day is this right now?
I don't know. This is watching at 1.25 speed so I can hurry to drink with you at 9 a.m.
Day 7, day 8, day 7. Like, we haven't got that much longer.
No, we're halfway.
3 idols in play. I need 1 to be played. I need 1 more to be found. And then that's it.
I don't need another idol out there.
I need them to be played, and then I need 1 more close to the end to be found. That's what
I'll allow it, but let's get 1 played, and then I'll allow it.
Let's get it played first. If there's not 1 played tomorrow, I don't want any more found. I don't want people holding on to these until the end. Like, that's boring as fuck. Like, play it. Make it interesting for me.
All right. Well, there we go. Well, we went 2 hours. So with that, you want to jump on one next week?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I got Miles tomorrow for those of you scoring at home. Miles is back tomorrow. And then next week I believe I have Laura and Karin on one, and then I will have you on one, and then and then we'll have Miles, and then we'll figure out the finale.
We'll figure it out at the end.
Okay.
But we've got this one getting sent to Jonny.
Oh yes. So and yes, leave in the comments how pissed off you are that I'm getting it and you're not, and you can win the Kirby and Logan picture combo, which does not include the Kent.
Put the Kent aside.
Yeah.
Put the Kent aside. So yeah, this is what we're getting.
Woohoo! Yay! All right, so where can everybody find you on the socials, Logan?
So on socials right now, we are at Logan Johannisen on Instagram and as well as TikTok. We have a couple of things that I'm doing with myself, Laura, and Karin, which is we have a little, it's not a pod, it's just kind of like a Q&A that we do. It's called the Witching Hour. So if you have any pressing questions, we pop it into the Witching Hour and we sit down and we chat about all your questions. But find us on socials there. Instagram and TikTok is where we are at. And welcome to slide into my DMs. If I see him, I see him. If I don't, I don't. Very apologize if not.
I feel like you took a while, but then I never lost you. So that
I'm glad. I feel like that's very much me. Is like I think a lot of people watching me took a while to warm up to me, and they either warmed up to me or they completely were like, "Nah, fuck that bitch." And I was like, you know what? Fair, valid.
I was sweet Logan from the beginning.
Sweet Logan from the beginning. Do you think if you met yourself, you'd be friends with yourself?
Ooh, yes, because I'm smart. Well, no, I feel that the character Jonny Fairplay on Pearl Islands, like, you know, I was the first, like everyone that was a bad guy prior to me, they're like, oh, I got a bad edit. That wasn't me, like, you know, and I'm just like, it's not CGI, folks. I mean, like, words. And so with me, I went in, I'm like, I want to be the biggest bad guy ever. Like, you know, I wanted to bring the pro wrestling, you know, aspect to it. You know, I was doing like it was me at the end. It's me and 5 girls or 4 girls or whatever, and Andy Kaufman is one of my heroes, and I think one of the a genius in dark comedy. He would go to Memphis Wrestling and challenge women, and it was all fake. And he was just like, when it comes to men versus women, men are vastly superior unless it's scrubbing the floor or peeling potatoes. Men are better, and unless it's a getting pregnant contest, I'm not going to lose. So I'm literally quoting Andy Kaufman, and there's like people watching like, oh my God, this is the worst person ever. Well, Bob Odenkirk, like if you watch Better Call Saul and the the Nobody movies, Bob Odenkirk, after Survivor's over, he's just like, he calls me. He's like, do you know what the fuck you did? He goes, hey, it's Bob Odenkirk. I'm like, holy shit. He goes, do you know what the fuck you did? I'm just like, what? He goes, you're fucking doing Andy Kaufman. I'm like, yeah, line for line. He goes, that's genius. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I wanted to be a bad guy. I'm like, everyone hated Andy Kaufman.
You're like the king of rage bait. You're rage baiting hard.
So I think if I wasn't smart and like if I had seen me and I wasn't aware of the Andy Kaufman of it all, and if I wasn't aware of the pro wrestling dynamic that I brought into it, I would probably hate me. But the fact that I do love the dark comedy and do love, like I'm just like, oh, this guy's playing a bad guy. He's doing Roddy Piper. He's doing Ric Flair.
Yeah, I totally get that. I don't know about me. Like, I feel like I'm on one hand, like people compare me to Shonny and Cass. I feel like if I'm like comparing myself to Shonny, I'm like, I feel like we wouldn't get along. But I'm like, if I'm compared to Cass, I feel like we would. I feel like I'm a really weird in between. But then I don't know. If I met myself, I probably wouldn't like myself. So, I mean, that's just a shout out to all my friends. Like, why do you like me? That's on you guys. Why the hell do you like me?
I'll ask Miles tomorrow. We'll find it. I'll get your answer. I'll put it in the comments.
Oh, I don't know. Don't ask Miles about me.
You know what? I'll double check with Karin and Laura.
You know what? They'll be on my side. Don't ask Miles.
We'll cross check this. So, all right, everybody. I'm at Jonny Fairplay and everything. No H and Johnny. JonnyFairplay.com for links to everything. And I'll be back tomorrow with Miles, and I got to go deliver a bunch of candy and chocolates and snacks. So I would love for this to be half of the site tomorrow. What's that?
I said head to the vending machines.
I know. I gotta go. All right, Logan, you're awesome. Everybody, awesome. Leave a comment, win some stuff. I'll send some stuff. We're all sending stuff. It's wonderful. Until next time, goodbye, everybody.
Thank you.